Have you ever felt like no matter how much approval, reassurance, and love you get, it's never quite enough to make you feel secure? Maybe you find yourself worrying your partner might lose interest, or you're constantly anxious that the connection you have with people is fragile and could break if you do something wrong. If so, you're not alone. These are symptoms of an anxious attachment style, and believe me, many people struggle with this. Anxious or anxious preoccupied attachment is a direct result of childhood conditioning. It's caused by inconsistent care and attention from caregivers, causing the brain to become wired to seek connection while at the same time fearing it could be taken away at any moment. Instead of developing a secure attachment, self-protective strategies are developed instead. They are usually connected to inaccurate beliefs like, I need to work hard to be liked, loved, or belong, and an underlying fear of abandonment. We then reach adulthood with this anxious attachment and false narrative firmly in place in our brain's neural pathways. We only know how to form relationships the same way we did with our caretakers. With an anxious attachment, your brain is set to hypervigilance supported by stories you tell yourself that increase your anxiety. For example, your partner doesn't respond to your text for a few hours. Instead of brushing it off, you spiral into thoughts like, did I say something wrong? Are they mad at me? Despite the reality of your relationship, you believe the stories your brain is telling you. Next thing you know, you're accusing them of cheating on you. Anxious attachment isn't just emotional. It's deeply tied to how the brain is wired to stay on high alert for threats to emotional safety. This type of attachment style is associated with Jung's feeling function, which makes decisions, comparisons, and judgments based on subjective and emotional reasoning. It leads to a cycle of thinking of all the ways you are not good enough, with a steady flow of subjective comparisons and devaluations to prove your point. Regardless of what is going on, you believe the problem is you, and if you were in some way better, things would be okay. This type of subjective reasoning can change as the brain's wiring isn't permanent. You can rewire your brain by building self-awareness, challenging your decision-making and stories, and practicing and developing new habits of mind and relationship behaviors that build a secure attachment. It's not about fixing yourself. It's about retraining your brain to respond differently. Here's the truth. Shifting from anxious to secure attachment takes effort, but it's absolutely worth it. In my book, Become Who You Are Meant to Be in Your Relationships, you'll find out the origins of attachment issues, their impact, and how to develop secure attachments. It includes techniques like mindfulness, cognitive behavioral strategies, and reflective practices that help you identify and challenge self-limiting beliefs about your worth. And it shows you how to regulate emotions in moments of fear or anxiety. Contact me for a free consultation or to learn more about how I can support you. And don't forget to like, share, or subscribe for more relationship insights.